Hi, my name is Beth Kumar, and I'm one of the reference librarians from the GTU library. And today I'm going to be talking about orientation. This video is for you if you are new to the GTU, or maybe you haven't used the library in a while and you want to see all the changes we've been making. I'm going to talk you through many of the things that are happening at the library and how to search everything and how to get help. So I'm going to start with sharing my screen. Okay, so I have the library homepage here. It is gtu.edu/library. And if you can't remember anything else that I tell you today, just remember you can get help from us on this page. We have a chat box that's right here. There are 3 of us librarians that answer the chat. And for fall, we're planning on being there every weekday for you. We also have email address. It's library@gtu.edu where you can contact us. And then we're going to be trying something new this year. We are going to be doing a hybrid reference desk. So what that means is some of the time we will be in the library at the reference desk where you can walk up and ask questions. Other times we're going to be live in Zoom and you can ask questions in Zoom. Of course, you can always chat us. And we're going to do a lot of appointments online. So if you need help with something, we're going to have appointment times available where we can hop on Zoom with you and we can work through whatever research you're doing. We can help you find things. And we're going to be setting that up all remotely. So it's going to be a little different than normal, but the chat is going to be the easiest way to get really fast help. But we have lots of ways to reach us. If you want to look through a guide, we have created some guides and tutorials on many of the things I'm going to be talking about today. So you don't feel like you have to take notes. We have this tab right here, guides and tutorials, and this is us. It's myself, Stephanie, and Nasan, and we are your friendly librarians that can help. Over under library orientation, there's a getting started guide, which we are constantly updating with new information. And then we have some other guides below it, which are on specific religions. So if you need some help in a particular area, for example, the Biblical Exegesis Guide is one of our most popular ones. That's one that Nasan made. And it talks you through using all those commentaries. We also have some other guides on Dharma studies and then different resources and things like that. We have a chat box available in the side over here. This box is available in Moodle as well. So if you are in any Moodle course space, you will see the Ask a Librarian chat. I'm going to go back to the library homepage. So that's one way to get a little help from us. Another way is to use the workshops. So we have recorded some workshops already, and we are going to be recording more for fall. We also are doing many of them live online. So we're going to have live online workshops where we can talk with you. They're going to be on different topics, and we can, work through some of the more popular ones that we offer are, we have one on Zotero, which I'm going to give you a little preview of Zotero later. We also have a pre-recorded workshop by my colleague Deandra on Grammarly. So Grammarly is a piece of software that is available to everyone in the GTU community, and it allows your paper to correct any errors you have in your writing or grammar or anything like that. And she has a tutorial on how to get that set up. Okay, I want to talk about a few changes to the library. Some of these actually just happened. So if you're in the Bay Area, you may have seen that there is a mask mandate for the Bay Area. So if you are coming to the library, you will be required, regardless of your vaccination status, to wear a mask while you are in the building. The other brand new thing is the login system has changed. So if you are new, Don't worry, you probably can't log in yet. Depending on when you're viewing this video, most of the new students get their accounts created by their registrars in mid to late August. It varies by school, but you probably can't log in yet. Once you're ready to log in and the registrar has your account and it's all set up, when you log in, you will be using your student ID number. And this number is available in the place where you register, your registration system. Your student ID number is going to be listed somewhere there. And you will enter in your last name and your student ID number. And then the first time you're logging in, just leave this part where it says enter your PIN, leave it blank and hit submit. And it will prompt you to create a new PIN. So I just did this today. We just rolled out the system. Your new PIN needs to be between 8 and 64 characters long, and it can be letters, numbers, whatever you'd like. And then that is how you will log in to the system after that. So you'll be prompted the first time to create a new PIN number. So this is a little more secure way to log in for everyone. Okay, let me go back up here and talk a little bit about searching. So most of you are probably coming to this page because you're looking for materials. You want to find articles and books on your topic. So this middle page, the middle of the page here is your starting point. We have a few different things here. So we have this advanced catalog search, GRACE, so that you can think of as the book catalog. If you've been at other universities or the public library, this is the library catalog. We also have a big list of our databases. So these are the places where you can find articles and images. We have more than 100 different databases, and almost all of them are on theology. And we used to have to go and search them one at a time. But now we have Summon. So Summon is this big search box at the top. Summon is our all-in-one search that is going to search electronic resources and the catalog together in one spot. So this has made it a lot easier for everyone to find, whatever it is you're looking for. So all you have to do is you can put in a topic, a title, author, whatever you'd like to put in here. So I'm just going to search for interfaith care. And it's going to open up Summon. And you can see I have 10,000 results. So you probably don't want to look through 10,000 results. So the nice thing about Summon is the sidebar. This sidebar will allow you to narrow specifically to what you want. So let's say I'm at a distance, I'm not near the Bay Area, and I want to look at only ebooks. I'm not interested in articles at this time. There is an option here, ebook, full text online. And when I click this, it's going to go through and it's going to get rid of all the print materials and it's going to get rid of the articles. And I have 35 ebooks on interfaith care. Now, when you click on, it says full text online, this is where you're going to be asked to log in. So you're going to be asked for your student ID number. And then if you haven't created a PIN, you can create one at that time. And this is how you will get into all of our resources. Now, I may be, nearby and I just want to come to the library and pick up some books. There is a option for physical books in the library catalog. So this will get rid of those ebooks. And then I can get, and some of these books we have in multiple formats, but this is going to show me all the ones that are available in the print format. And then I can check the availability to see where the book is. So is it available? Is it checked out? So this one is checked out. So if I wanted to, I could request it. And then when the book comes back, I would be next in line to get it. Now, I do want to point out we have two branches. If you haven't been to the library, we do have a branch in Berkeley, and that's our main library. And then we have a branch called SFTS, which is managed by the University of Redlands, and that is in San Anselmo, California. So that's in the North Bay. So one branch in the East Bay and one in the North Bay. So when you request an item, you can request it, even if it's available, you can request it at the branch you prefer to pick it up at. So if I was at SFTS, I could pick it up there. If I wanted to pick it up in Berkeley, it's whatever is easier for you. We have a courier that brings the books back and forth. Okay, I'm just going to move my little menu so it's a little easier to see the top of the screen. So you can see I'm in the record here. Here's the information. There's also, once you're in Grace, so this opened Grace. Once you're in Grace, you can also search by authors and titles and subjects while you're already in Grace. But Summon opens a new tab. So the nice thing about this is I haven't lost my search results. So I can close my search results there. Maybe I don't want physical books. I'm not going to go over to the library and I just want to look at ebooks. So for any of these, click on this. And I've already logged in today. Otherwise, it would ask me to log in. And you can see it takes me right into the book. Here's the book. Now, the great thing about our ebooks is that they don't require any special software. So you don't need to have like a special reader. You don't have to download anything. You just view it in a browser. So any device you have that has a browser on it, you can open these ebooks. So I'm on a computer, but you can do it on a tablet. You can do it on a phone if you want to. And you can get in and you can read these ebooks. So this ebook, you can see here, is about interfaith spiritual care. Now, just like a print book, it does have some limitations. So this particular publisher, there is one copy available. So you can think of it as if, you know, someone was reading the physical book. If someone is reading this ebook, then you'll get a message, this book is unavailable. I'm just going to open the chapters up here so you can see the different chapters in here. The ebooks also have some limits on them. Now, there's no limit as far as how many pages you want to read on your screen. You can read the entire book on your screen from front to back, or you can jump around. There is a limit if you want to print it out or email it to yourself. So this particular publisher has a limit of 100 pages. Some of the publishers don't have a limit. Some have a lower limit than that. It just depends on who we bought the book from. Now, like I said, I can jump in and I can read any of these pages that I want. So I can get in, I clicked on it, it's going to open it up. Here, I can just read this entire book here. But if you do want to download it, it's going to allow 100 pages per, and it's per your email address. So you'll have to set up a little account to download, and then you can download 100 pages of this book. So you can see that's pretty nice and easy. And then it, again, it opened in a new tab, so I didn't lose my space. Okay, I'm going to get rid of, I just uncheck it to get back to my full search results. Then you can see the other options. You can just narrow to full text online. So this will give you ebooks and articles together. You can narrow to peer reviewed, open access. So these are things that are free that will not require you to log in. You can do journal articles. There's different types that you can narrow by. Let me scroll down. You can see publication date, languages, subjects, authors. There's all kinds of ways to be more specific so you don't have to read 10,000 results. Another way that you could get a more specific search is just with the search itself, you could add an additional concept. So I have interfaith care. I could add something like and United States if I wanted to, or, you know, or I could say and hospitals. You know, for example, if I wanted, this one's about chaplains. There are different ways that you can be more specific, and that'll help you in the long run because it'll make your search more efficient. Okay, when you're ready to go back to the home page, you can just click this link and it'll take you back. Now, I should point out that I'm recording this video, it's summer. In the summer, we are doing library hours and it's by appointment. So you do have to make an appointment to come in the building. We are hoping for fall to remove the appointment system and just let in anyone who's part of our community. So faculty, staff, student, visiting scholars, anyone would be able to come in without an appointment. For fall semester, we are not allowing in visitors and people that are students outside of the consortium. and things like that at the moment, because we're trying to keep the numbers in the building down. So yeah. I'm just going to scroll down here. I want to talk about our services next. If you are nearby and you do not want to come in the building, but you still would like physical books, we are going to continue offering our curbside pickup. So this is information about the curbside pickup. What this would allow you to do is place your items on hold, and you can order items from either library. When they are available, you would use the curbside pickup form to request an appointment, and you would come by the library. Now, this may change, so definitely look at it, you know, later on in the semester. We might change how we're doing the curbside appointments and things like that. But as of right now, if you don't want to come in the building, you don't have to. The in-library study appointments, these are for the people that would like to come in the building and wander the stacks, pull items, you know, browse the stacks, get lots of items to check out. You can study in the library. And again, this is something that we hope for fall will be going away, and we will just be letting everyone in. But if you're coming in the building before September 3rd, this is how you will need to do an appointment. And we have lots of appointments available in there. If you are further away and you cannot come by the library, and let's say there's a book that you want and it's on the shelf, and maybe there's just a chapter or two that you'd like to read, you can request a scan. So if you can't come by and get it curbside, or can't come in the building, fill out the form here. If the item is on the shelf, one of our student employees will scan the chapter and send it to you as an email. So this is another way that people can just, you know, get the materials, because not everything is available as an ebook. So if it's, you know, if it's an article that's on the shelf or something else, let us know. We can get it for you. The fourth one is interlibrary loan. So this is if we do not own the item. So we do not have access to it, we do not own it, we can get it for you, and it's usually free. So if there's, for example, if there's an article you want from a journal and we don't have a subscription, fill this out wherever you are. We will send you an email of that article. We'll borrow it from another school. We'll get a scan of it if it's in print, and send it your way. For physical items, it's a little bit different. If you are near the Bay Area, you can request an interlibrary loan of a physical book. It'll be mailed to our library, and you can come by and you can pick it up. You can either come in the building and get it, or you can pick it up curbside. If you are further away, but you're still in the United States, for example, if you're in Chicago and there's an item that you want, say a thesis that we have on our shelf, you can request it through your local public library as an interlibrary loan. And then we will mail it to your local public library and you can pick it up. So this is something that we've been doing a lot since we've been closed most of the year, because we have students all over the place. You know, we can mail items library to library, but we cannot mail items to homes. That's just part of the policy. If you're outside of the United States and you're trying to find items near you, contact us, because maybe there is other libraries near you that we have reciprocal agreements with. For example, in Canada, we have a lot of reciprocal agreements with other seminaries, and we can work out something to get physical books near you. So I hope that makes sense. There's a lot of ways that we can get you what you need. And the final way is you can suggest a purchase. So maybe a new book has come out and we don't know about it. We're doing everything we can to try to buy books as ebooks if the publisher allows that as one of the options. So please suggest a purchase to us. We'll try to get it as an ebook. And usually if we can get it as an ebook, it usually only takes a few days for it to become available for you to actually read online. So it's very nice option for us to buy ebooks that way. And if it's not available as an electronic book, that's okay, we can still get it. It just takes, you know, longer for it to be shipped to the library and to get processed, and, you know, all the stickers and stamps and things, but we can still get things for you. All right, I'm going to scroll back up here. And I have a few other things to talk about. Let me scroll down. And actually, I don't have a link to show you, but we do have lockers available. So if you are near the Bay Area and you are going to be coming in the library and studying a lot, we do have lockers. They're free and you can get them for the whole semester. And it's a great place to store, you know, a sweater or some checked out library books. They're available on the lower level and you can reserve them anytime after September 6th. So that's something that has been popular in the past. Secondly, we do have, we did have a group study room, but for the fall semester, we're only going to make it available to individuals. It does have a large touchscreen computer in it. So if you want to come in and have Zoom meetings, practice a presentation, you know, practice some kind of speech or have an online interview, we're going to make that room reservable, but we're not going to do it as a group study room just for the fall semester, because again, we're trying to have social distancing in the library. So it's a pretty small room. So it'll be available for individual reservations. Okay, I had promised to show you a little preview of Zotero. So I want to show you that next. Just move that. So Zotero, let me go to the workshops page. Zotero is our most popular workshop. Let me just scroll down here. So we have right now, there's a 47-minute video that I've made on how to just set it up and get it installed. And then my colleague Stephanie has made some other videos on little other add-ins and stuff you can do. I will also be offering Zotero workshops live in the fall. We're thinking about doing them as drop-ins, so you can just pop in and ask your Zotero questions rather than doing the full install on Zoom. But once you install it, it looks like this. It is a free piece of software that allows you to manage your citations. So what that means is you're finding things when you're doing research. You're finding articles and journals. You know, you might have pieces of art, maybe YouTube videos, all kinds of things. And what it allows you to do is to bring all of the information into one place. And I don't know if you can see this on the side, and organize it by folders. So this is a folder I've created on interfaith care. And you can see here's some things that I found. This one was from last year. I found it, and what it does is it collects all the information that you need. So the author, the publication information, like the title and the dates and the journals, and it will create a bibliography for you in your preferred style. So most of the professors at the GTU want you to be writing in Turabian, but it will allow you to create bibliographies in any style. So if you prefer MLA, or you need to switch an article to APA citation or Chicago style, Zotero would allow you to just change one setting and your whole paper can be in the new format. I'm going to show you how it works. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, let's see, how about this one? Something I've found. And what it does is it installs a little toolbar in, oh, I don't know why that one didn't work. That's okay. Let's just try this one. Okay, that one's fine. Sometimes you get little bugs in there. So it installs in your browser an add-on. So I'm using Firefox on a Mac, but it works with Windows machines. It works great in Chrome also. Safari's had a little issues with it lately. Sometimes it works with Safari. It does not work well with Microsoft Edge. If you're using that as your browser, I recommend downloading Firefox or Chrome. Also, Edge does not work well with Moodle too, so you'll have problems submitting your assignments if you're using Microsoft Edge. So I have Firefox here, and it's installed a little add-on over here. Now, this is an article, so it looks like a little piece of paper that's installed there. If I had an ebook open on my screen, it would show as a little blue book. And this allows me to add the articles that I found with one click into my Zotero library. So I'm just going to click it one time and it adds it into Zotero. So here's Zotero. Okay. You can see this added it in. So here's the information about it, all the publication information, the pages. You can even see the date and time that I've added it. And then it has the full text attached because this is an article that has the full text attached. Now I'm going to go into Word. So I have Word open here. And let's say I'm writing a paper. I've already started it. And I want to add in this citation. Now, when you install Zotero on your computer, it also adds an update to Word. So I'm using Microsoft Word on Mac here. And you can see there's a Zotero menu button that has been added in. So this is a really great paper for my professor. Now, let's say I found 2 sources already. I want to cite that last source that I found. What you need to do is, it says add citation. And then this is a little search box of my Zotero library. This was the one I just added. And then pretend that I'm really looking at it and I know the page number. So we're going to pretend it's page 285 and I hit enter. You can see it put the little 3 there. And then at the bottom, I hope you can see this, it has cited it in Turabian. The first thing it did was ask me what format I wanted, and I selected Turabian. So, and I would just do this for my whole paper. And as I'm writing and I'm looking at my sources, I don't have to type anything. So I'm not typing these out, and it's keeping track of all of my sources. You can imagine if you're writing a paper with 30 sources that this would save you hours and hours of time. So when I'm all done, oops, bibliography. I'm ready to write my bibliography, and all I do is hit add bibliography, and it's going to go through my paper, find everything I've cited, and put it in alphabetical order. It's thinking about that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you can see these are the 3 things I've cited, puts it in alphabetical order. Now, I still recommend everybody actually read them and make sure it looks okay, that there's anything, weird or typed wrong, but it looks pretty good. So I could cite that, turn that into my professor. Now, the nice thing about Zotero is it has a lot of other features. So you could, if you weren't writing a paper, you just want to turn in a list of sources to show your professor what you found, you can create a bibliography without actually writing the paper. It also has duplicate checking. So you can see I've cited this one a couple times. I've added it in. And another nice thing is if you notice that there's a typo, let's say there's a typo in the catalog when it comes in, you can change it here and it will change it every place you have it in your paper. So there's a lot of really great things with Zotero. The other thing that I like about Zotero is that you can share it. So if you're working on a group project, you and your partners can share a folder, and then you can find sources together. If you're working on a presentation together, you can have all your sources in one place. So Zotero has a lot of really, really cool features that I talk about in the workshop. And then students are often telling me about other features that they found. So there's always more that keeps getting added in Zotero. So it will save you a ton of time. I highly recommend it if you are in a program that's going to be writing a lot of papers. Most of the students say it saves them about 2 or 3 hours per paper. And then again, it just keeps them in there, it keeps it organized. And then if you want to go back later and you can't remember a source, you can go back in and you can find it easily. So this is an excellent piece of software. Okay, couple other things that I want to show you. Let me just close these. And I'm going to go back here. So again, here's the Zotero workshop. We have a bunch of new databases. So I made a little short video about those. And then here's the Grammarly one that I've mentioned that Deandra teaches. That's a great workshop too. Okay, go back to the library homepage. Okay, so a few other things. You can renew all your stuff online. That's very handy. And then we have a whole bunch of other information on the side here. So if you get stuck and you can't figure out where you're going next, just remember you can always ask us. So this is the place where you can find information, find help, and you can ask us. So don't be strangers. We have a lot more things that are happening with the library, lots of changes coming. But we're trying to get everybody updated, and that's about it. So we're always here for you. Have a great semester.